Hi everyone, it's Kat and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to hop on here today to give you a little introduction to breath work, which is also known as pranayama in the yogic tradition. Prana refers to our life force or life energy, and if you're familiar at all with other Eastern traditions, you might have also heard it referred to as chi. Now, the purpose behind pranayama is to help really harness that life energy or life force for various purposes, and these could include resting or relaxing your body, really grounding yourself in the moment, or it could be for more purposes of energizing the body or bringing more clarity and focus to the mind. And actually, some pranayamas may do a combination of one or all three of these. And there are a lot of pranayamas out there, and some of them can get kind of complicated. But because it's my goal with this channel to help people that are new to meditation, new to breath work, and new to yoga access these practices more easily, I wanted to start out with probably the most simple form of pranayama, which is just deep belly breathing. And the reason I like to start with this one is because it's very easy to learn and it can be done pretty much anywhere, regardless of how much time you have. In fact, it's something that I've used a lot this past week when I haven't had as much time for a practice, and that's what inspired me to share it with you. Now, the simplest way to start with this practice is to go ahead and close your eyes and put one of your hands over your heart and one on top of your belly. And I'll go ahead and close my eyes now so I can join you. And you just want to start off here by noticing your breath, not doing anything to try to alter or change it. And as you begin to connect with that breath, with your inhales and with your exhales, you might start to become aware of your hands and whether you find one moving away or rising up from your body more than the other. If you're like most adults, you may be finding that the hand on your chest is rising more than the hand over your belly. And if that's the case, think about starting to draw your air, your inhale, down deep into your abdomen, pressing up against that hand on your inhale. And if you're a very visual person, you may want to even imagine that your belly is like a balloon. And then as you're inhaling, you're inflating that balloon all the way around. So not just into your hand, into the front of your belly, but into your waist on both sides and even into the back, the lower back area. So really drawing that inhale in and expanding all the way around. And then as you exhale, thinking about slowly deflating that balloon from all sides. So let's just practice that a few times, really inhaling slowly and deeply as you expand your balloon. And exhaling just as slowly as you deflate your balloon. Inhaling gently and slowly. And exhaling just as gently and slowly. You might even begin to count as you inhale and exhale, maybe starting with a count of 3. So on your inhale, counting 1, 2, 3. And on your exhale, exhaling for 1, 2, 3. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3. And exhaling for 1, 2, 3. And now maybe you start to play around a little bit with actually extending that exhale a bit longer than the inhale. So on your inhale, you may inhale for 1, 2, 3, and then exhale for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, and exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. And now just do a few more rounds of this on your own. Inhaling deep into the belly and exhaling as you deflate the balloon. And you can always play around with that number count. If you feel like you could inhale for a few more counts, you could inhale for 4, 5, or 6, and maybe exhale for 5, 6, 7, or 8. So maybe just experimenting to figure out what count feels best to your body, but making sure that you're inhaling and exhaling at least evenly, if not extending that exhale by 1 or 2 extra counts. And once you've had a chance to do a few more rounds on your own, you can drop your hands back to your lap, either placing them palm down or palms up, whatever feels most comfortable. And just relax the counting, settling back into whatever is your normal rate of breathing. But maybe taking a chance to notice how you're feeling now that you've done this deep belly breathing with an extension on the exhale. And then when you're ready, you can gently start to flutter your eyes open and see how you're feeling. My hope is that you're feeling a little bit more relaxed, maybe a little more grounded in your seat. And that comes from matching the exhale with the inhale, or possibly even extending the exhale. And the reason for that is because extending that exhale actually turns on that parasympathetic nervous system that we've talked about before, which cues your body to move into more of that rest and digest mode, which we'll talk a little bit about more in detail. But I think even just experiencing that probably helps you to understand how that works in your body. Now, the reason I like to introduce this as the first breathing exercise that I introduce to folks, again, is because it's pretty accessible wherever you are. If you're short on time, you only really need to do maybe 3 to 5 rounds of deep belly breathing in order to feel the benefits of it. And it can be done without, too much notice from other people. So if you're sitting in a crowded room or in your car, it can be done without calling a lot of attention to yourself. And you can even do it with eyes open if you're not in a situation where you can close your eyes, and you can still really feel the benefit. Sometimes if you're not able to close your eyes, you can even just drop your eyes to a soft gaze and feel the benefits. Now, I hope that this was a good introductory breath work practice for you, and I hope to share maybe more complicated ones if you're interested in the future. But just remembering that even if you have started to adopt other pranayamas, you can always come back to this practice if you either don't have an opportunity to do something that requires a little bit more time and space, or if you just want to do something easy and simple that will be helpful to you. I hope to see you on my next video, and feel free to subscribe if you haven't already and you want to be notified when I post again. Take care and have a good rest of your day and evening. Bye-bye.